Hello everyone, and welcome back to Allthemodium. We're currently on a covert mission. Okay, I might have mentioned this in the last episode. I've headed back over to some of these might feel a bit familiar to you. If you've been around here for a while, I've headed back to the overstressed SMP because I've got a bit of a mission that we're doing. It's becoming nighttime. I'm sorry if that's not what you thought you were getting into here, but they're one of our neighbors, Rocket 14. You might have heard of him before. He built a tractor, okay, and it was a beautiful tractor. And what it would do is it would go around a farmland, right, and it would farm the land. And so, I mean he's not using it, you know. I'm sure he won't mind if I just maybe borrow it a little bit. Maybe. I think the lights are on. He's not home. Okay, so I'll meet you guys there. Okay, we're at the farm. It definitely looks a little bit run down. We got a horse over there. Okay, so this is it. This is the beauty. Okay. So I brought with my schematic and quill. We're just gonna very quickly get the top there. Hold down control and you can scroll to select the whole thing. I think we've got the whole thing. Okay, and then I believe you just right click. Okay, and rockets tractor. And we're gonna save and upload that. Okay. So now we've got it, right? So I'll meet you guys back at our base. Okay, we're back. It has been a brilliant heist. So anyway, yeah, that's I guess a great segue into what's happening in this episode. Oh, I can't sleep because it's actually a blood moon up there. I now have a schematic of Rocket's tractor. So, what are we doing with this? Well, my idea was, instead of setting up farms like these photogenic insulators, I want to do an actual farmland, right? And to be honest, I kind of forgot about probably the best method ever, which listen, I won't say ever, but a really good method. It's not using the photogenic insulators. It's not using garden cloches. It's actually, we could have just used this guy up here. We've actually got a pylon under there. I don't know if you can see him, but he's harvesting all of these things and placing them in the chest, all automatically. All he has is a hoe in him that's indestructible, or eternal, and that's it. He does a 9x9. I'll be honest, it's pretty difficult to beat that. Yeah. Now, arguably, in theory, setting up this tractor could be more beneficial in the long run, because I won't have to set up this sort of design for every single thing, right? Like, I won't have to get a hoe for each thing. I won't have to do all that. I'll just set up farmlands and extend the the minecart tracker, I think. So we'll see. At the very least, we've got his tractor. In terms of where I was going to place it as well, I don't actually know. I think we were going to maybe do it over here or something, or in this area. But as you can see, there's a few mobs because of the blood moon that's happening. Yeah, okay. It's setting. By the way, you guys told me the most helpful information I think I've ever seen. Phenomenal information that I've read in the comments of the last video. For starters, someone suggested that it's possible that you need 2 bees in order for the baby upgrade to work. That makes sense, I guess. Yeah, I mean, it makes sense. So this probably won't work, probably. But what else did you tell me? Something really, really cool, which sadly, I can actually show it off, sort of. If you actually put a lead on a bee and you keep it stuck outside of its hive throughout the nighttime, it will adapt and it will become nocturnal. It will do nighttime and daytime. I had not a clue at all. I'm actually very curious. If we look at productive bees, we've got this booklet. Does it say, is this a big part of the booklet? Bees, hive bees, mod bees, wild bees, professional bees. Oh, so these the farm ones. Yeah. But is this just a log of all the bees? I think it is. Where would you read this information? Where do you find this out? Beginner's guide, perhaps, maybe. Possibly. maybe not though. I don't know. But I'll be honest. I'm sort of just stalling because I need this blood moon to end. Whilst the mod's a fun one, it's very annoying. Like I literally cannot sleep. I'm not allowed to. I cannot sleep until this quote unquote event ends. I mean, the mobs are not a threat to me. It's just annoying. This is equivalent in my mind to phantoms. Like why? Why do I have you know? Alright, well anyway, in preparation, what will we need for this schematic? If we want to at least, get it built, we're going to need a schematic cannon. This guy right here. It is going to cost us, it looks like, some blocks of iron. We're also going to need some smooth stone, which sadly we don't have any currently, but I believe this barrel should turn this stone into smooth stone. Okay, the barrel doesn't work anymore. Good to know. I guess we'll just run over here and manually do it. That's fine. That's fine. No problem there. That's all good. Do I need to set him up to input from the bottom maybe? I don't remember. But anyway, we should have smooth stone now, so I should be able to make this schematic cannon. And this thing will build the schematic. They're very cool. They're fun to use. It's daytime, so hopefully the mobs are going to be taken care of. We will also need some sort of inventory. This will hold the ingredients that go into the schematic cannon, which I didn't even think about. What do we actually need for this? What button do I press? It says shift for summary, but I hold shift and it just tells me about the schematic. So I don't really know. I don't really know. But anyway, we'll find a nice spot for it. Is none of this flat? Where was the flat stuff? Over here? Okay. Yeah, sure. All right. Let's let's place it down here. So this is where it's gonna go. It's a beautiful tractor. Wonderful. I mean, yeah, that's where I want it. So this is what it's gonna look like. We can clear out some land if we want. The schematic cannon should do 99% of the work anyway. Like it should clear blocks as well. But I guess we can have a nice look of what we need, perhaps. I'm still pretty sure it's meant to tell you. Anyway, we're gonna place down the schematic cannon. Here he is. We'll attach a barrel to it just by placing it next to it. In the schematic cannon, we can place in our schematic just by shift clicking it in and it'll go wherever it needs to go, which I guess is there. We will also need gunpowder. So let's go ahead and grab our hands on some of that. Chuck that in there. It goes in the top left slot. And I think we're pretty much good. Place books here to print a checklist for your schematic. Oh, okay. Hold on. So if I grab a book, apparently we don't have many. But if I craft a bunch of books and put one in here, it will give us a material checklist. So then in here, we can see everything we need. Okay? So I'll tell you what. I'm going to go through and I'm going to grab all this stuff and put them in this barrel. Because it's easy stuff to make. It's just going to be a chore to do that on camera. So I guess I will be back. Okay, I believe that is everything. The concrete was a bit annoying. The terracotta, I had to actually go mine up some clay. And the rest of the stuff was pretty easy, to be honest. We already had like the harvesters and stuff. So this guy should be good to go. I'm going to press start. And as you can see, it starts building. It's pretty cool. It places everything where it needs to go. Yeah, I mean, that's pretty much it. Now that dirt in the middle, I don't think it's needed, but yeah, how cool is this? So we're importing in Rocket's tractor. Yeah. Now, what are we doing with this, you might be wondering? Well, obviously, we want to turn it into an actual tractor that we can use. To do that, we're going to have to go underneath this guy. I believe this is where the dirt part comes into play. So, hopefully, he'll keep doing his thing, that's fine. If we look at create, specifically what we need are the contraption stuff. So, I believe there's a few things. For example, there's... nothing? I don't remember. What do you reckon? Do we do it as a train? No, we don't do it as a train. I swear there's like a little contraption thing, but clearly I don't remember what it's called. I really don't know. Oh, this is it. Cart assembler. That sounds a lot more like what we want. So I'm going to go ahead and make one of these. It's going to cost us some andesite, some logs, and a little bit of redstone. And then so this guy is going to connect to this. So I think what we want to do, we might want to have a block at the bottom here. As for what that's going to be, I don't know. Listen, as you may or may not be able to tell, I'm not the greatest at what I do. But hey, we're jumping in the deep end on this one. I'm going to place this block here. I'm going to place the cart assembler on a rail block. We can do that. That's doable. We can definitely we can arrange for such an event. So we do. Well, how does this work? I don't know if I just made a weird sound. I might have made a weird sound. I apologize if I did. Okay, this is gonna look very ugly. So we're gonna place this underneath. Okay, you know what? Let's do a dirt. Let's do dirt. We're gonna place a rail here, and we're gonna place the cart assembler. So, in theory, the way that this works is that this entire quote-unquote cart or contraption is built on top, connected to this guy here, this little cart assembler. So I don't think you have to do what I'm doing currently, but I think for visual sake, it's going to be a lot easier to sort of wrap your head around what's happening. This is what our structure is going to be, right? So the next step, I think, is to glue it together. It's a beautiful tractor. I think some bits might be missing. We might want to, maybe connect. Oh, it's a weird. Okay. No, I don't really know how we're going to connect this together. Yep. Good as new. So yeah. What was I doing? Does anyone remember? Oh yeah, the contraption. So I think what we want to get is super glue, and I think we want to glue this entire thing together. I think. So I'm going to right click on this, and now I'm going to select the second position, which is going to be up here. So first position. Click again to confirm. So all of this is glued together. Can I then? Is there a way to? I don't really know. I think just as long as everything's glued together, as obvious as that might sound, I think this is pretty much what we have to do. Just right click everything. Make sure that at the end of it, everything that you want connected is, highlighted as being glued together, which I think we've done here, except for potentially the dirt. So we'll attach the dirt, I guess. We'll do that. There we go. So this whole thing's wrapped up together. I think we're good. I believe now you just grab a minecart and chuck it underneath. Possibly. Maybe. And then do you use a lever? I'm going off of instinct here. Okay. Hold on. Hold on. Bear with me. Okay. It's doing something. It's doing something. Okay. We pretty much had it. It's got to be on, and then in theory you run a minecart through it. And so as you can see, now the minecart has this contraption on it. So then you're meant to pick up the minecart. But I'm guessing what I'm doing wrong here is I'm probably meant to use a wrench. That's gonna be my best guess. If not, then we're back to the drawing board. But I'm gonna try this again. Cart assembler lever. Perfect. So you can see it connects. We're gonna grab a wrench from create, and we'll see if we can pick this up. Oh, we now have that entire tractor. Rocket's tractor is in the palm of our hands. Yeah. So anyway, I'm having way too much fun with this little back storyline that I thought of. Anyway, for one, we should be able to sleep through the night now, hopefully. Yep, beautiful. And for two, now we need to set up a farm. We need to set up a farmland. So the general concept of how this track is going to work is, as you saw, we had 2 dirt blocks going up, right? So if we were to build it right here, which we might, just to sort of show off the idea, right? These 5x5 lines. If this is the dirt block, let's grab a water bucket and make sure that we have this generally set up. So let's say we have water here, and then we have, I don't have a, oh God, I didn't come prepared. Then we have all of these blocks hoed out, right? This is all, beautiful farmland. Where does the tractor go? Well, I believe the idea is we have, and we could probably even run it through here, because 5x5, so 2 and that, yeah, that should be good. We go underneath, right? 2 blocks, like this. Okay. And then I think what we do is we have a rail that runs all the way through here. We'll do a test run, okay? We'll do a test run. So we're going to have a rail running underneath. This is what the actual contraption is going to be on. But I think... listen, I could be wrong. We're sort of doing another one of those little learning experiences today. We'll connect that up. I think this can then remain as farmland. Potentially, okay? Maybe. We're going to see. So if I then grab my contraption here, okay, and we place it on this ramp, as you can see, I mean, as you can see, it works, right? It's not facing the right way, but it's currently, it moved underneath there. Like it's currently through all the way over there. It worked perfectly. Yeah, like it's still even under there. Okay, beautiful. So this concept works. We can still have the farmland there. Beautiful. Okay, so, oh no, how do I pick up, oh god, the tractor. Oh, no. So yeah, what is the plan? Well, I think we just make a big farmland and then we just send it around. Now, in terms of sending it around, I'm pretty sure you can use like, what's this one? Universal rail capable of fine control over a minecart's movement speed. When powered by redstone, accelerates or decelerates passing minecarts corresponding to the signal strength. Okay. Okay, there's too much reading there. So you got a couple of field. These are actually some of these are from Little Logistics. Interesting. Okay. I mean, or I could just do a bunch of powered rails. You know, that's listen. That's probably what I'm gonna do. Because I mean, I'm sure these other things are cool. Maybe we use some turbo rail, light speed rail crossing. What is light speed rail? We've got some cool options here. Wooden rails, lumium activator rails. Man, I'm listen. We might be in over our head. But yeah, this is the idea, okay? So my main thing that I want to do, at least this episode, my main thing, because I don't know how successful all of our plans are going to be. I want to have it go around in a circle. That's it. That's all I want to do. Just have it go around in a circle, witness it farming land. By the way, how beautiful does the actual farmland look with the shaders we have? Which, by the way, Complementary Reimagined. This is beautiful. Okay, yeah, this farmland's gonna look good. Okay, so, yeah, we can do this. I'll tell you what. I'm gonna cut out this, like, this area of land. I'll go around. I'll come back when that's done. Then we'll do the water and stuff, and I'll do, like, some more cuts. I have a feeling this is gonna be a lot of off-camera stuff, which might be a little bit annoying, I guess, in terms of, like, I don't know, showing off what we're actually doing. Can I do, mining tunnel, escape tunnel, shapeless, small tunnel, small square? Not really easily do this. Okay. Yeah, you know what? I will do what I said I'll do. I'll just do a small square, just a proof of concept, okay? I'll be back. Okay, so I've cleared out stuff, as you can see, and now I wanted to sort of try a different way to clear the rest of this land. Now, we obviously don't want it all cleared, I guess. But we do want a decent amount of it cleared, and there is a pretty neat tool that can do this. It is called the Destruction Gadget. Now, be extremely careful with this tool in particular. Warning, this tool voids blocks, meaning if you right-click this on your base, get your base back. Base gone. Base vanished, okay? Which means, with me using it, it's highly possible that might happen this episode. So we definitely want to see the overlay. That's pretty much it. Now, if we shift right click, we can determine the size and what we want to do. The depth, I believe, is the distance. So, for example, if I do 16 and click confirm, it will now do this 16 blocks. So I could have actually used this to make my little tunnels. As you can see, the blocks highlighted will get voided. For example, with these flowers, I right click, they're gone. They don't exist. They'll never come back. But a cool thing we can do is, if we shift right click again, we can do the right side, bump that up. And so now, as you can see, just by tapping this, once again, make sure you look around your area. Okay, we've got our base isn't built here. We don't have all of our important stuff there. You can get rid of everything very, 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 very quickly and conveniently. And so we can come over here and do the same thing. Get rid of that. Oh, I should have done my double check because it was a little bit risky. We'll get rid of some of this stuff. And yeah, you know what? We probably could get rid of this. What I might do, though, is I'm a little bit scared of the distance. Like, the distance is pretty far. Let's lower it a little bit. It doesn't need to be as aggressive as it was. That should still, we can still get rid of stuff without risking our whole base being demolished. So, yeah, pretty good way to flatten some land and, destroy all that stuff. There might be a better way. Let me know what it is, and we can try that out. So, we'll put this away when we're not using it. Now, I will want my building gadget, which I actually have on me, because I obviously want to fill in these gaps. So, I'm going to do that. And then I'll be back again. Actually, you know what? Before we do that, we need to do the rails. Because obviously I want to fill... Ooh, what are you doing? Huh. But yeah, obviously I want to... what do you call it? Oh, I didn't want to do that. Obviously, I want to cover this up. And if I cover it up and I don't have the stuff under here, then I'd have to use my shrinking device, which, not the worst idea, but it's a pretty bad idea. So, what's the plan? I'll be honest, I think I'm just going to slam a bunch of powered rails. Just like this. I know it's not the best way to do it. I'm sure you guys will let me know of a way better way to do it. But it should work, is my thought here. So we'll do the unpowered rails there. We'll place the rest of this stuff. I don't know. I'll put some blocks of redstone down here or something. We'll figure it out. Well, just real quick, you can't do curved ones? No, I wasn't sure. Maybe there was a mod, you know? Maybe some mod allowed you to do, we almost broke everything. See what I mean? If that was the destruction gadget, we would have just ripped apart our entire base. So make sure when you're not using it, put it, like, genuinely put it away. Yeah. Now, in terms of the redstone, if I place them at the corners, it reaches everywhere except for these bits here, which these can probably just be rails, right? And that probably works, I'd say, reasonably well, I would imagine. Let's go for what's that using? Osmium. Huh, interesting. So yeah, I'm just placing torches on the corner, going as far as they will go, and then, you know, doing the rest. Because, I don't know, I'm being a little bit lazy today. I say lazy as I dig up tracks to place different tracks instead of just placing another redstone torch. Listen, I'd explain myself, but I don't know either. Okay, well, all of that stuff is placed. All the rails. So I guess, in theory, we can already slap this guy down. Now, I will say, I do want a spot where we can turn off this guy if needed. And I think we do it over here. So what I'm going to do is I'll rip up this stuff. We'll go a little bit further as well. I think that's relatively symmetrical. And we're going to build it up to be like above ground. So we're going to have this go, you know, a little bit. Are we going to do that? It might look a little bit weird. I'm sure we can make it not look as weird, like later, but it will definitely look weird. I will agree on that for a little bit. But we can place these. How far does that go? Up to there. Let's hope this is the same distance. 1, 2, and then 3. Oh, beautiful. We made it very nicely. So then right here in the oh god, it's not symmetrical. All right. Well, anyway, this guy, I guess we'll place him a little bit more ahead of it over there. That's where he's gonna sit. Okay. What this allows us to do is very important. With this lever, we can then have the cart stay as a machine or turn it off. This will be essentially our on-off switch, right? So if I have the minecart contraption here, which way is it facing? It's facing to go that way. So I actually might want to spin this around. Can we do that with a wrench? Let's see. We can. Beautiful. Nice. So I'm going to push it, and then it should look relatively normal for the rest of the distance at least. So here we go. I'm going to give it a push. Huh. Okay. Yeah, we want to keep this thing off. It should make its way back here. We're going to have to spin this guy around. So, oh, okay. All right. Can we then, so he's now facing that way. Can I wrench? Maybe that'll do it. I don't know how we managed to do this. Oh, okay. Let's turn this off again, or back on, sorry. Yeah, I don't really know what I've done, but the cart should be coming back. Maybe we do need turbo rails. There it is. Yes! Beautiful! Okay, look at this! How cool is that? Oh, that is awesome. That is very, very cool. Okay. I guess we'll leave it as it is, because that's fine with me. We'll build a platform up here. Oh, I'm very excited for this, because this is looking extremely promising. Okay. So the next thing is obviously filling up all these gaps, for the most part. So I'm just going to do this and then this. That should... Oh, God. Okay, well, everything's fine. So we'll do this here. I guess we'll leave that gap there. This should still go down, I would imagine. No. Okay. I wonder if the dirt... Yeah, that shouldn't... Okay, there we go. So we just need to do 1, 2, 3. So if we come over here, 1, 2, 3, and we can place the dirt there. And then we should be good again. Okay. I can't tell if you can tell, but I'm very... Things are going well. You know, that's always a good start. We're going to need more dirt, but that's fine. We've got infinite dirt. Everything's good. Oh, don't get run over. Because it does push you. You can make some pretty interesting contraptions with this stuff. So yeah, I'm going to fill this up, and I'll be back. I'm very excited. Okay, so we now have a very beautiful field. We'll have to see over here. We might need to change it a little bit. Yeah, it's got to go 2 more blocks out here. That's fine. We can do that quite easily with... whatchamacallit, our small tunnel mode. That should, yeah, there we go. That's taking care of that. So next up is going to be hoeing this whole thing. Now we've currently just got a wooden hoe. That's Probably not going to cut it unless we make it eternal, which I'll be honest, we can do it pretty easily, so we might as well. And I'll order another eternal star. So let's grab our smithing table. We're going to have to craft one, but that's fine. I think, yeah, I guess we'll just keep. I was going to say we could do a smithing table stick, but it's fine. So we'll grab our, possibly, we might be able to do a better one. It doesn't look like there's a better one. I mean, there's better ones, but you can have some of these that do like multiple at a time. But anyway, this should be fine. So we'll come back over, I guess, to our schematic stuff. We'll slap this guy down. Let's go ahead and invest in our wooden technology and make it eternal. Sure, why not? So now this thing doesn't have durability, allegedly. The next thing I'm going to do is, because I believe you can vein mine with this stuff. For example, small square, I can right click and it will do all of that. Which means, in theory, if I do shapeless and I stand in the middle, we should be able to do like a bunch of this. Now, obviously, I don't have the water. That is a problem as well. So I probably should figure out what we're doing there as well, I guess. In terms of water, what do we have? We have a bunch of buckets. That's fine, but we can do better, okay? Listen, we're doing a lot of good stuff this episode. I'm excited for what you're about to see. If we come under the base, this is where we've got our other storage for liquids, right? We've got a sink. That's pretty cool. So what I'm going to do here is, for this setup, we have lava going into this black hole tank, right? Instead, what I want to do here is I want to set up an ender tank like this, but I want it to feed from the sink, because obviously the sink is infinite. So we'll grab this, we'll grab some of that stuff. We probably won't need that much. There we go. We probably won't need that much stuff, but regardless, we'll do this. I'm also going to grab some blue dye, because obviously we've got liquid here. Hopefully this is for a water tank and not some other liquid. Yeah, it's full of water. There we go. I think we have one set up somewhere else, but regardless, we're going to have extra water in here. Beautiful. So what we're going to do now is really cool. If you make yourself an ender bucket, we already have one. It's made like this. And you shift right click on a tank, you can then use that ender tank as a liquid. And you might be a little bit confused by what I mean by that. Well, I just linked this guy to that water one, right? And so I think if we come over here now, and I say, oh, how are we gonna do this? I really don't know. 1, 2, 3, 4. I really should have measured out the corners and stuff, shouldn't I? Okay. Oh, this does not look good. Okay. Oh God. Okay. Wait. Is this thing like? Did I make a cannon accidentally? I don't. What? Whoa! Wait! What? I'm getting scared. Okay. Hold on. Let's go over here. Hop down here. Sort of see what's going on. Oh, that's not. Yeah, that's not good. That's arguably very, very not good. Huh. That is. Yeah, that does seem to be a problem. Let's okay, it was just I had to refresh my chunks. Everything's fine. Listen, nothing happened. Nothing to see here. Everything's fine. The railway system worked perfectly, okay? No questions needed to be asked. This is the center right here. Beautiful. So, how do we want to work this out then? Because I would love it to be somewhat symmetrical if we can somehow do that. Now, realistically, I don't want the actual farmland to be water, right? It's currently in pickup mode. If I shift and scroll, it's now in place mode. There we go. So we can do that. And we'll wait for this guy to go around. We'll do that. So I think 1, 2, 3, 4 like that should be good. And this can go 1, 2, 3 like that, I think. Maybe a little bit further. Yeah, I think we can go one more further. Yep. This thing's so annoying. So this should be covered. And then all we have to do, in theory, is the same sort of thing over here. So let me grab dirt. We're going to actually have to like fill in this whole area, I think, because this is pretty hideous down here. All right, but if we come over here, like which bit does it go on? It goes on. It just needs one extra spot. So realistically, we can get away with placing it like here. So it's not going to be perfect, but it should be enough to, you know, get all of this covered, right, for maximum farm. In fact, this stuff doesn't need to be done, which is going to be a little bit painful. Realistically, I think we can do like special farmland that doesn't even need water. Do we just jump straight to that? Maybe that makes more sense. Because this does feel a little bit dumb, doesn't it? Prevents trampling, speeds up growth. Like, maybe that's good enough, just fertilized stuff. Rich soil farmland, that might be good enough. I think inferium farmland maybe is good enough. Rich soil farmland has no recipe, but I think you put like a fertilizer on this stuff. I think that's sort of the thing. So if we actually search at blockheads, right, we can actually find this fertilizer. Increases crop output, speeds up growth, prevents trampling. If I make this stuff and I place it on this, right, so it's all sprinkled, for starters, I can't trample it. But then for a follow-up, what happens if the water disappears? That's what I'm very curious about. Is it just gonna stay as farmland? Because obviously the rest of this stuff's gonna dry up. I really don't know. I mean, I'll be honest. Regardless, we sort of want it to at least look. Oh no, that one messed up. Yeah, okay. So we are actually gonna lose out here. Okay. Well, in other questions, what about inferium farmland? Okay. What if I grab my wooden hoe, place this here? Actually, I'll keep that on me for a second. Because I think we've got a decent amount of inferium. Now, I know we can get better stuff, but we'll try this for now. Place that in there. We'll place our eternal doohickey, and I'll craft a stack of this stuff. So, currently, it is farmland. So, if I were to then grab the exchanging gadget and exchange this stuff with that... Oh, I'm pressing all the wrong things. I think this just works. I'll be honest. I don't think it needs liquid, but I'll tell you what. We're going to find out. Should I just start placing it and see? Because, I mean... Surely it would show up by now, right? I'm just going to start placing... I'll be honest. I'm pretty confident in it. So I'm just going to start placing a bunch of it. So I'm going to set this up to do... What shape's this? Is this a 5x5? It is. Okay, so we can actually just do this perfectly like this along the entire thing. What I need to do is set it to be fuzzy. What fuzzy does is it makes sure that it gets like these extra blocks. So previously with fuzzy off, what it does is it grabs connected blocks, right? So it'll grab all grass blocks or all dirt. If you do fuzzy, it'll just grab anything within that radius. So we'll see it over here in a second. So I should be able to just right click here and it should get all of them. Yep, beautiful. So this is obviously 5x5, so we'll do that. Make sure we get all of it. We'll come over here. Now this spot we might need to be careful of, so I might actually turn fuzzy back off so that we don't accidentally change those blocks. In fact, you know what? We'll leave this area as like a station. So I'll just do the rest of the land then. That seems smarter. So you know what? Fuzzy can come back. So, how are we feeling? I feel like this is pretty good. I'm liking what I'm seeing so far. I'm still not sure about this corner, so we'll have to watch him again. I keep forgetting to like mark it off. So he goes right here. Okay, so like that. Excellent. We can fill in those gaps later. For now, we just want to do the rest of this. Okay, so I believe, apart from that, that was pretty much it. Like, we're pretty much done. Is where I'm going with that interesting chain of events. So, this stuff can be... Okay, so it can be liquefied as well, and it looks quite a lot different. Okay, good to know. And that stuff hadn't even broken yet. Okay, was that really all of it? Man, we burned through this stuff. So yeah, what does this mean for us? I don't know. I genuinely, I don't know. I do want to water it, but we just don't have the technology. You know what I really like? I think it was in, I don't actually know what it was in. It might have even been in Overstressed, maybe. No, actually, no, I don't think it was. What? MC Eternal. I think it was MC Eternal. There was some mod that added the coolest sprinkler system ever. You made proper water tanks, and they filled up with water when it rained and stuff. And you had, like, irrigation pipes. It was phenomenal. Sadly, I don't think we necessarily have this. A spring shrine consumes water. Spring salad. How are we going to do this? How am I going to water this stuff? You know what? Realistically, we don't have to make it look as like efficient as we currently are, I guess, almost trying to make it do. For example, why can't all of this just be water? You know what I mean? We can make that look nice. I don't know why it has to be this like special... I don't know. I don't know why we have to do anything. Right? These corners aren't going to get done either. We're going to have to figure out what we do there. But yeah, I'm just going to do this. I think this is a pretty good idea. Ooh. Huh. Okay, I mean, this worked, but that was a bit dangerous. Yeah, we need to definitely need to consider that in the future. That's fine then. Okay, successfully watered. And of course it's nighttime again. I don't know how, it's just always nighttime. So, what are we thinking? Obviously we can get planted. Yeah, okay. I like what I'm seeing, but yeah, obviously there's still a little bit of work to do. This area looks very weird. The rest of this, the corners we're gonna have to chop off. We'll have to figure out what bits are growing, what bits aren't. Now, the plan here was to use the seeds from over here, right? In particular, things like netherite that we need a lot of that currently we don't have. Now, part of the issue here is I don't believe I can... Oh, actually, no, you can plant them. I was going to say, I don't think you can plant the seeds on like on a lower tier soil, but it looks like you can. Is this area even going to get harvested? It might not. Let's pick this guy up. Let's place him a little bit further. Let's like, you know, let's put him down here. Prime location, okay? And we'll grow him up. So we'll grab like, what do you call it? Some, what's the word? A watering can. That's the word I was looking for. So we'll grab this. Luckily, we've got water all around this place, so I can pick this up and we can go over there and water it. As you can see, it's growing pretty fast. I don't want to grow it just yet. Here we go. I want to be a little bit careful as well. Let's actually change this into a 3x3 mode because I don't want to harvest it manually. I would like to witness this thing harvested to make sure that, well, that it even can. So one more stage, I believe. One more stage. There we go. Okay. Let's see. Ladies and gentlemen. Oh, beautiful. Okay, wonderful. You love to see it. You absolutely love to see it. Okay, so the next thing we want is a portable storage interface on... Which side's this one on? There it is. Oh, beautiful. It's on the right side. So it is at the level that I'm standing at, I believe. Oh, but it goes up. It goes up pretty high. Okay. All right. Once again, temporarily, we'll use some beautiful building blocks. So let's go up here. Is it this level? Yes, it is. Okay, wonderful. So we can come out like this, right? This is looking pretty good. Maybe we'll do this as well. And we'll place this here. Let's see. Does it even connect? Oh, beautiful. Oh, awesome. Okay, wonderful. So from here, I just want to get like just a chest. You know what I mean? Just something to store everything. So I'm going to grab this. I'm going to grab a pipe. There we go. That should be perfect. We don't need anything too crazy. I'm going to slap him here. Slap the pipe on. Make sure he's extracting. And we should then get whatever he's currently got. I think he's got like some flowers. He should have that seed as well. Or not the seed, but the actual crop. Let's have a look. Yep, all the seeds and a netherite essence. Beautiful. That is precisely what we wanted to see. So, the cool thing here is I think there's a chance to get seeds from harvesting them, right? Which means over time, we should get more and more netherite seeds without having to actually manually craft them. So like, it's a massive time saver in that regard, which I'm excited to, I guess, bear witness to. Another thing I want to do real quick while I remember and while it's daytime is the bees over here. I want to try this lead strat because it sounds incredibly awesome. I'm going to grab a fence post. I'm going to grab 3 of them. I'm going to place them up in the corner, right? And when these bees come out next, I might even time in a bottle them or something. We'll put them onto there. I don't know if they have to be away from the hive. Like, I'm not sure if just putting them on the lead is enough. Otherwise, we'll place them outside of the cage. But, you know, hey, there's a reason we do this. It's to test. We do have the bees, right? Yeah, they are in here. Behavior. Oh, they actually are nocturnal. This one's diurnal. So I think this actually works during the day, right? And then this guy is nocturnal as well. Okay, so we should get this bee out at least. Let's time in a bottle of the beehive. Boom, 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 boom. 32 times. What are we looking at, do you think? Oh, here he is. So I'm going to lead him onto that. And then we'll see. We'll come back later. We'll see what he's done. We'll see whether the lead is still attached. That's going to be the main telltale, I guess. So we'll come back over here. Oh, I'm very excited with the potential of this farm. This is going to be awesome. I'm genuinely so excited. Let's go over here. For now, these farms are going to be slower than these. That's just the harsh reality, right? Some of these we won't even be farming, but things like nether quartz, I think we can farm. Like pretty much any of these cool seeds we have, where they're like mystical agriculture seeds, I want to be doing over here, I think, because I think that's really cool. We'll probably do 5x5s, I imagine. For now though, we have what? we have a bunch of these. I guess we could do lanes. You know what I mean? Just like a row of nature seeds, a row of nether quartz, and a row of... Sorry about I'm flying all over the place. And a row of wood. Yeah, there we go. Now, to speed these guys up, there is allegedly a few things you can do. Okay. Obviously, better farmland gives you better crops, I believe. If we search farmland, I don't know if it tells you, but I think it does. There's also something else. There is growth accelerators. These guys here. And they have ranges. So, for example, you place inferium growth accelerators below the farmland for 12 blocks. Then you place Prudentium growth accelerators below that for another 12. Then these for another 12. Then these for another 12. Then these for another 12. That's what I believe happens. I think that's what you meant to do. We can't afford that much stuff, but we can think about it, and that's fun. In the meantime, we can use the lilies. Now, we have a lily currently over here. And as you can see, it's doing its job. This guy, we can craft them. We can craft about 200 of them, right? So we can craft a decent amount. Now, the cool thing about these that you guys told me about was you can place them below. So whilst I can place them here... Oh God, sorry. Whilst I can place them there, and it should work, I think. I guess we'll see the range it exactly affects when it does its particles. I think it'll only do like the 4. I don't think it'll get this column, which is kind of a bit of I guess, a design flaw that we've got in our current setup. But we'll see. We'll see. This thing, I don't know what triggers it. I don't know how to get it to do its thing, apart from just waiting or like timing and bottling it. But then that's sort of a waste. Oh, was that? Did you do that? Did you do that? I'm not too sure. Let's speed this guy up though. Let's do 32 times. Like, we've got what? 13 hours in here? Okay, so here's the range. Oh. Huh. The particles are happening in weird spots, but it is particling these. So I think it's at least doing something. Let's grab a seed at least. And I'm going to place the seed here and see if maybe it does anything. Let's do 64 times. Here we go. No, it doesn't look like it's reaching that far. So we would need lilies on the other side, which, is that an issue? I don't necessarily think that it is. What I'm going to do as well, I'm going to go and add recipes for this, and I want to craft as many as we can, just so that we can visualize what that looks like placed down, because I think we can pretty much just do it. So lily pad of fertility is what it's called. It will cost lily pads, which you can grow with nature essence, nature seeds. They're pretty handy. Fertile essence will be needed. Pretty much all of this stuff is coming from our mob grinder. So the rib bone, the catalyzing gland, and the slime pill is all coming from our mob grinder, from our dreadful dirt. So all of these patterns can go in there. I can search lily. We can search, I believe, 200 at least we can craft. Ooh. Available 200, missing that much. I thought one of these... Oh, because they need 3 of these each. Yeah, okay, I gotcha. So realistically, I probably can't even do 100, can I? No. I can probably do 50. Can we even do 50? We can. Okay. 50's a solid amount. I can stand behind a good 50. Imagine if our base was like up on a hill and we could see the tractor and all the stuff down there. We'll have to keep that in mind in the future, that we should do a up on a hill build for our base. We've gone for a nice like middle of the water build, which I like how it's sort of worked out, where we've got things branching. We get to have like bridges going across. I do think it's really fun. I will be honest. I do like changing up the scenery for each series. This is honestly the most beautiful base we've ever had. So if this looks ugly, I apologize, but I reckon it is so cool. The fact that we are running so well on frames as well, and we can see all of it. Well, we can't see the actual stuff like the crushing wheels, but we can see like the structure where everything was built. We've got like the blood stuff over there. I think it's so cool. I'm a big fan. And this is going to be our finest edition. And I reckon we build like a barn here or something like that. Yeah. I don't know what it's going to be, but it's going to go there. So in the meantime, I'm going to grab these lilies. And for now, this is where they're going to benefit the most. So I'm going to place a nice like 5x5 over here, like so. And that should be pretty good. And then I think I'm just going to do the same sort of thing, but like along here. So we'll do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I don't want to go too far because the corners we're still not certain on. What I might end up doing is I might 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I might end up placing a bunch of wheat just to see what bits get farmed, right? Because obviously we don't necessarily need the wheat farm, but it'll be good to see. How cool is that? Oh my god. We are maximizing everything. So there we go. And even though there's like some overlap here, I think it's fine. Ideally, perfectly, we would place it under here, but the problem is we have the rail there. So if we really wanted to do that, we would put the minecart down a further level. Like if you're going to build this at home as well, for whatever reason, I'd say do an extra dirt block underneath that contraption so that it's a further block down, maybe even a few blocks down, just so that you can hide your lily pads under there. I think that's a brilliant idea. We should do that. We probably will do that at some point. At the moment, we're clearly not doing that. I'll tell you what, I will cover this in, because realistically, I'd love to put the lily pads around the entire area, but I really don't see it farming this section. Let's grab seeds. Let's give it a shot. I'm going to grab these. I'm going to grab my building gadget. I'm going to come over to these seeds. I'm going to click on them. So now we have seeds selected. We'll go into this corner. I'm going to change this back into not on fuzzy mode. I'm going to right click. This should place all seeds here. That should be perfect. We can do this bit too, just so that we have like a perfect example. And so this stuff should be growing like crazy. I mean, it already looks to be with these lily pads, which are absolutely insane. Yeah, I'm very excited. I'm really hoping you guys think this is as cool as I do. You probably don't. You guys are probably like, yes, we get it. The tractor goes around, it harvests things. This entire thing could have been achieved with a single garden cloche. But we'll see what happens. I guess I can join in with just this watering can that doesn't use fuel. Or I mean, what am I doing? I'll just bone meal it. That probably makes sense. Someone also suggested using an auto clicker from Cyclic. Sadly, Cyclic isn't in this pack. I'm as upset as everyone else is. Possibly even more so because I love Cyclic is arguably my favorite mod. Period. Just because of all the freedom that it gives you to do anything you want. Yeah, look at this. These ones won't be harvested. Okay. Let's build this like frame. Because I'm going to have to chop this. We can't have it looking, with full crops in the corners that it misses. We're going to have to do like a race car curved track here. Come on. Yep, empty, whatever you took. Look at how much wheat we have. That is insane. So he goes around here. And yeah, he doesn't harvest. Oh, he doesn't even. Very interesting. He doesn't seem to get this bit. So currently what I'm thinking is I just cut this corner off, but we might have to cut off this bit as well. As odd as that seems. Oh, you know what? I think this guy's full. Oh, no, he's not. Okay. I was like, he's taking a while. Okay, let's see. Okay, he gets the first block. He doesn't get that block, but that's going to look weird. So I'll tell you what we'll do. We'll just cut this section off like this. And that's how it'll look. Oh, but then that looks weird. Yeah, I need to cut this off too, sorry. Thoughts? I don't think it's the worst thing we've ever done. What's this going to look like? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we cut off 5 from every corner. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 2, 3, 4, 5. That should be good. Then we do, I believe, that. Yeah, that should be good. So then I think I do the same over here as well. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, that was a big one. Was I meant? Yeah, I guess I was meant to. Okay, well, I think that's it. This curvature we have. Yeah, beautiful. Okay. So we do have an option. I could fill this up with just some wheat seeds just for now, because I guess why not? It's going to be a beautiful farm. It'll look nice for the thumbnail. So we'll do that. Here we go. Might as well. Might as well. We've obviously got our special crops in the middle here. But yeah, I'm very excited. So over here, what do we have so far? Lots of essences. Not a lot of seeds, obviously. We're getting some fertilized essence as well. That's pretty cool. Lots of seeds from just vanilla seeds. That's pretty ridiculous. So yeah, realistically, let's just send this back into our system. So I'm going to grab an ender chest. I'll have to pimp it out, do all that fun stuff. I'm very happy with this. We'll wrap this episode up relatively soon. All right, and then we should also, while we're here, just to help things along. By the way, I'm probably going to change this to be a create output system in the future, but for now, we'll just have it set up, with pipes and whatnot. That is really cool. Okay, sweet. I'm pretty happy. This is what we did today. We stole Rocket's tractor. put it to good use. And I'm very pleased. I'm very pleased with what we've done here. Clearly we need to do some prettying out, but we can figure that out. In the meantime, we have a really cool tractor that goes around and harvests everything, and everything works well, and we get a bunch of crops and stuff. And then all we'll have to do is occasionally look at seeds and see what we've got. For example, we could probably add some Inferium. In fact, I think they would fit perfectly here. There we go. So yeah, because I still don't know for sure whether we actually can get seeds this way, but I'll tell you what, we're going to find out surely during the next episode or something, or one of these episodes. This as well is a little bit ugly. So yeah, this is pretty cool because what we can do is using this same sort of like template, right? Like realistically, if I get a schematic, I can copy and paste this like section of the track, right? Including the bit underneath, and we can literally almost like roller coaster tycoon. You know what I mean? I can paste down the bits that I want to be straights, and then I can paste down the corners as well, like the curves. Yeah. Oh, we can actually like snake it along through here. That's pretty cool. Yeah. Okay. Thank you guys for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed this one. Hopefully you learned a little thing. Maybe you learned about Create. The good thing about Create in terms of I guess server use and like farming use is, as you can see, when it goes around, we're not having thousands of blocks drop on the ground. Now we do have this guy going around picking up stuff. I don't believe he's as bad as you might think he would be. I think he's essentially like a mob going around. That's my best guess. But you don't get a bunch of blocks on the ground. You get the blocks in the storage. They just go directly into storage. It's quite friendly in regards to that. And yeah, so you don't have to worry about overfull. You don't have to worry about like absorption hoppers everywhere or harvesters or anything like that. You just send your tractor around. So yeah, how cool is that? Okay. So yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed this one. Thank you guys for supporting the channel. I'm actually gonna have to try to remember to read the comments of the last episode again because you guys were extremely helpful there. It's sometimes like I'm reading the comment and I'm like, oh, this is really helpful, and then I click the read more, and there's like slab more of just like information, and I'm like, oh my god, I'm trying to record a video. I did read it though. You mentioned all the growth accelerators. But the rest, honestly, half the time it goes in one ear, out the other. I'll be honest. But yeah, I'll try. Yeah. So yeah, thank you guys, and yeah, thank you for supporting me financially as well. Watching the ads has helped me out big time. So thank you guys for doing that. If you're interested in hosting a server, I'm currently partnershipped with Bisect Hosting. They're linked in the description with a promo code that gives you a discount, and it gives me some goodies when you rent the server too. So it's like win-win-win. Win-win-win. But obviously only if you're looking for a server. Obviously if you're not looking for a server, it's sort of like a lose-win-win. I still win, but you would lose. So I guess if you're not looking for a server, yeah, don't worry. But yeah, honestly, none of that stuff matters. Watching is more than enough. So thank you guys for doing that. And yeah, hopefully I'll see you guys in the next one. Where we're most definitely not returning the tractor. I was planning to return it at some date, but we might just keep it. We'll have to see. So yeah, all right. I will hopefully see you guys in the next one. Goodbye.